What's up everybody and welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're back here in my garage here in Essex, and what we are going to be doing today is talking you through all the costs that last Nurburgring trip cost me that you saw in the last video. I'm really grateful if you tuned in, and now it's time for me to show you how much you can go there for if you've never been, or if you have been and it's been costing you too much money. This is another way. Stay tuned, let's go baby. I took my E92 M3 to the Nurburgring for the third time, and this trip was yet again different to my previous two. The first time I went with one of my friends that's much more experienced than me around the Nurburgring. We booked on a track day, and we stayed at an amazing hotel right opposite the big Nurburgring sign that everybody knows and loves. Now that trip cost me well over £2,000. The track day, that I really only got a couple of laps out of. In fact, that whole video is up here if you want to see. That is how we did it last. I think it's that side. Hopefully it's that side. Where the little note is on the camera anyway. That is where you can go and tune into that video and see how we did that trip. It was amazing, and if I was richer, I would definitely do it that way a little bit more. The second time I went with Lee Lockwood on the True Rally. Now this one actually cost me a little bit less because I didn't book on the track day, and we didn't really have any car problems, and I only did one lap. I think that one probably stood me in somewhere, if I do quick maths off the top of my head, from what I paid Lee on top of, and I got, on what I paid Lee and what I got to, it probably cost me around 1,300 quid, which was a much better price. That one, because food was all included on the trip, all of that sort of stuff within True Rally, so it was a great way to do it for much less money than my first trip cost me. But this trip that I took, I think was probably the cheapest one. Real quick plug, 621. I've dropped the price of everything on the website. Absolutely amazing quality gear. I can't believe these have stuck around as long as they have, but they are now the cheapest they've ever been. It'd be amazing if you support the channel. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with costs, because when it comes to waking up early and having to travel and stuff like that, I get really anxious and I can't sleep the night before in case I sleep through, because it has happened before. Now, after the last time, basically the problem I have is I wake up throughout the night. So to combat this, the beautiful Shuttle, the Eurotunnel train, it's amazing because you can book Flexi Plus. Now this is a little bit more expensive. I think it ended up costing me $230 each way, so £460 for the train ticket. But on the way there, I probably didn't need it that much. It's just I do not trust the M25 or the A12, and I have to use both of those roads to get to the Shuttle. $460 on the counter, which is great value for money if you are like me and you need that peace of mind. On the way there, like I said, probably didn't need it. Probably could do like a fair morning time and get there in time. On the way back, I will always book the more expensive ticket, because you can just relax a little bit in the morning and you haven't got to worry about Belgium and all that sort of stuff. Then you need to find somewhere to stay. Now, long time ago on my old 621 channel that was the vlog channel back then, I had a green E36 BMW and I wanted to get into drifting, baby. That was all I wanted to do. And then I crashed it pretty bad at Driftland, and I'd already sold the car pre-crashing it. And I was like, But this guy called Dominic hit me up and said, I'll buy it. And he did, which was great. And it turns out he also now owns a pub down in Adenau, I'm saying it right, I think, and he rents out rooms there. They're €100 a night. It's a big dormitory upstairs. You get rooms to yourself, share a bathroom, share a kitchen. And this was a great experience for me. I never went to uni or anything like that, so it was like a really fun experience of just like the doors open, everyone kind of hanging out, shared kitchen. And then downstairs you have an amazing 1800s pub that is all about the Nurburgring. It's so cool. And even better, you get Dom as well, who's a legend and always willing to help you out with everything. So for €100 a night, I stayed there 3 nights. So that's €300 added to this. That's about 260 quid. So what did I say the train cost me? 460, 520, 720. We're at 720, okay? We'll add 3 tanks of fuel, because that was all it was. I did 4 laps of the Nurburgring, €35 a piece. 3 tanks of fuel is about let's say £110 a tank in the M3. The thing is, I think I might have filled it up when it wasn't completely empty as well, so I think it's unfair. So let's just put an estimate of 250 on the fuel. I think that is a fair estimate, 250 quid on the fuel. So that takes us just over 1,000, does it? I've kind of lost count. Anyway, the numbers are going to be up there. But that was basically the costs. I paid for a bit of food, but we had a supermarket near us, which meant we could get food really easily. Like I had egg omelette and stuff. I had omelettes and stuff in the morning from the little cafe in Adenau. That was only like €16 over that, and because I need caffeine to exist. Had 2 coffees with that. So it really didn't amount to much. So I would say this whole trip probably cost me around £1,000. Not including losing the exhaust tip on the M3. I still don't know where that went. And also whatever the noise might have been that the M3 was creating that we now can't get it to recreate. The M3 is away with my local BMW specialists trying to figure that out. I'm a bit over the top with that car. Yeah, so I'm a little bit overprotective with that car. Like I said, it is my dream car. It's the most expensive car I've ever owned, and I always try and keep on top of it. It's a still low mileage, even though I've got to use it quite a lot recently, which has been great. And yeah, so the total for my Nurburgring price thing will probably be around here. And it was the cheapest way I've ever done it, and it was definitely my most favorite way I have ever done it too. Now, there's one other way that I'm yet to really do, and that's to rent one of those houses with a group of friends. But to do that, you have to have a group of friends that want to go Nurburgring. And all of my friends are into such different hobbies now. I've got friends into bikes, got friends into gaming, I've got friends into just making money on the stock market nowadays. So it makes it a bit more difficult to do the big house thing, but maybe we'll get on one with some other people, other car people that we're friendly with, and that could be an experience too. But my future plans will definitely be to stay with Dom at the Pheonix Nurburgring. It is so cheap. I met so many amazing people in that pub. I even met a PT called Alec from Ireland who ended up doing me a full PT plan just because I mentioned like I would like to change up my gym routine a little bit. I want to lose the belly and the fat, help if I'm taking all this weight out of the cars, I might as well take a bit off of me and be a bit more healthy as well. And he has been amazing, setting me up plans and helping me with all that sort of stuff too. And that was just from, I don't even drink. I was just having like the appetizer drinks in there. So it was absolutely amazing. And I recommend if you're staying down in Adenau, go and have a drink at Dom's pub. It is brilliant. And if you are an E36 fan, you're going to especially love it because they're big E36 people there. So now that's the Nurburgring chat over. So you hit subscribe and I'll see you very, very soon in the next video. Peace. Thank you so much for all watching the Nurburgring content, guys. It made me so happy, honestly. It really did. Thank you.